Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for dead drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tonia, and today we are discussing the Libra new moon that just happened October 16th, 2020, and will be affecting you, Aquarius, for the next month. This is your Aquarius forecast for the next month until the next new moon. So as you probably already know by now, Aquarius, the moons affect us for one full month till the next lunation of that same variety happens, right? So this is giving you a little heads up for what you're about to get, okay? With that said, before I jump into the juicy details, and they are juicy because Libra from your sign is in a very auspicious house. It's in your ninth house. We love that. How much do we love that? We love that. Honestly, it's very auspicious. Ninth house is like the house of joy, the house of higher knowledge, the house of even occult divining, because it is a form of spiritual divining. It's not always the eighth house. It's often sometimes actually in the ninth house. There's that. But all of that is on offer for you. Your joys in life, you know, of your higher knowledge varieties, your divining joys, all these things. There's new beginnings there for you as an Aquarius. But before we jump into that, those juicy details, 3 quick announcements, Aquarius. Number 1, if you are not already subscribed yet, what is you doing? And if you are subscribed already, especially if you're a new subscriber, cool. Thanks for joining us, especially if you're a longtime subscriber. Cool. Thank you for joining us and being here throughout all of it. We've had an incredible amount of growth lately on the WizdomDropz platform. It's been very exciting to see. Let's keep the community growing because I'm here for you. Be here for it every single day. Okay. Number 2, like this video if it brings you any value whatsoever, because the more Aquariuses who like this video, the more Aquariuses who see this video. So you're helping other Aquariuses by hitting that like button to get the heads up, to get the astrological weather for what's about to go down, very likely over the next month. Okay, Aquarius? Okay. Number 3, last but not least, if you're into learning astrology, and I know you are because you are an Aquarius and ruled by Uranus in modern day astrology terms, okay, which is the planet of astrology by many people's standards. And even Saturn is the planet of astrology by ancient standards, because Saturn, fun fact, actually rules the occult person. Interesting, right? Interesting. And that's your ancient ruler, BT dubs. If you're into that, I'm offering a course. It's going to be a 3-month intensive program, very easy breezy, beautiful, vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, organic cover girl, gender neutral cover girl. Okay. And a lot of it's going to be an interactive program. So I'm not just like talking to you for the whole time that we're meeting every weekend. It's going to be you breaking out into small groups, interacting with other super dope people in this course. The link to schedule a Calendly call with me is down below. That course registration is over as of Halloween. If you have not scheduled a Calendly call with me yet, you're not going to be able to join that course if it doesn't happen before Halloween. So that's only like a week, not even away. Be sure to check that out and immediately schedule a call if you're into that, because if you're not there with us by 11/1/111, that's when class starts. I'm not accepting any more students after then. If you're not there by then, you're not there. Okay. Super dope crew, people rolling. Very pumped for this program. It's going to be amazing. Okay, thanks for bearing with the announcements. And now let us share our screen so you can see, Aquarius, what this moon is going to bring for you. There we go. Okay, so 16th, as I say, of October is when this officially hit Axiom. Now, this is, if you didn't watch my other video, Aquarius, describing what this new moon at 23 degrees of Libra just means by and of itself, be sure you do, because there's so much more depth there for what the moon actually means in and of itself, right? And the underlying tone for just everybody. Now, this video is more about you, but it's going to help you get a deeper understanding as to what is on offer for you. So the ninth house is a very auspicious house, as I was saying, and this is where this new beginning is on offer, which is fantabulous. But the new beginning, as you can see by all these red lines, does not come without work, without effort, without some type of input, some type of going against the grain, some type of, and I know I hear some Aquariuses out there being like, sign me up, you know, for going against the grain, because that's like so in your nature. I love that about you. But you have to kind of put in some effort, and we all are being asked to do that. There's a lot of divine support though, but there is definitely some tension because of this T-square, and that's where I want to start. Look at this big red triangle. You see that on the screen right now? Look at the apex of it. That's like what's on offer through all the strife and the challenge. Anytime you see one of those T-squares, and see, look at this free astrology I'm giving you. See what it's going to be like in my course. There's just going to be so much of this times like a million. But what's on offer is Pluto, because that's like the apex planet. So you can reform under this new moon, this new beginning, the divine mother, the moon, the divine father, the sun coming together for a new beginning in Libra, conjunct Spica, the fixed star of beauty and design. Okay. Redesign. That's what's on offer. Redesign your power in relationship to your subconscious, because this is your 12th house. So very deeply, some Aquariuses out there might be very much so really deeply reprogramming some of their subconscious plot lines that you've been telling yourself for your entire lifetime. Okay, Aquarius, you might have been telling yourself one story at a subconscious level, just, or even something you've internalized so deeply, it's just permeated your subconscious for so long that it just does not even, do anything anymore to serve you. It's just absolutely caught in what you've been thinking for all this time. And so you need to fix that if you need to fix that. And the universe is saying there's new beginnings there for you in the subconscious plane. You've been going through a death cycle there for the last couple of years and realizing what does not serve you anymore. Also, there could be some stuff with hidden enemies, because the 12th house is a hidden house. And it is a house of enemies, but Saturn is the joy of Saturn in the 12th, so it's been there for you in fairly good dignity, very good dignity actually, being in its own sign, and also the 12th house. So it might have brought some enemies, but it might have brought enemies that had more of a psychological impact on you than anything, Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, offer right now is to change and heal that subconscious. That's really what it is, because Pluto is a healing planet in the highest regards. It's also a power wielding planet in the highest regards, so great power in relationship to Capricornian themes in your 12th house. Another way this can, totally different way this can manifest, is if a spiritual Aquarius is out there with a spiritual hustle, like a spiritual business that's undoubtedly been undergoing a lot of change and transformation the last 2 years, give or take, and could see some deep challenges and also some deep results at this point in time. Just saying, because 12th house is a very spiritual house as well. Very intuitive, lots of dreams, possibly some very dark, emotional, traumatic, depressive kind of dream states that are coming through for whatever reason. But what is the reason? Detox, baby, because Pluto wants you to shit it out. It's like a colon cleanse, you know what I'm saying? Or like eating a bunch of greens and nothing but greens and green smoothies all day, every day. You're gonna be like, I'm not, all the icky comes out, but it's hidden. So there's like a toilet in your subconscious that's like going through a flush, for lack of a better wording. I think that's actually quite illustrative of what's happening. I appreciate that personally. I hope you do. But now another thing to point out is that as an Aquarius, 3rd house Mars retrograde, you could be getting in spats, Aquarius, this month. Keep an even keel. You are a very even keel sign, but this spat energy could be from siblings, and even discovering how siblings have been thwarting you behind your back, 12th house to 3rd house. You see that square play out? Even discovering how siblings have been against your belief systems this whole time, because this 9th house opposition to Mars, or if these aren't siblings, they could even be friends or people in your local environment, 3rd house. And so just be aware of your local environment and how it may or may not actually be serving you at this time. Mars is not going to be retrograde for too much longer though, but under this retrograde, it's reflection, it's refinement, it's going within. And there's a lot of retrograde energy in the heavens right now between Mars, Uranus, Neptune, and Mercury over here in Scorpio. So just be aware that whatever is coming to the surface is really about this subconscious purge that y'all are going through. And the new beginning is in your beliefs. It's in your spirituality as well, Aquarius. Spirituality is the 9th house. It's your spiritual faith. This is your faith house, okay? So believe in what you need to believe in right now. And those are like divinely guided words. I'm really feeling it. I know that when I feel, it's like, oh yeah, that's something I'm like, whoa, I need to say that. Believe in what you need to believe in right now. Believe in whatever it is that is coming forward as true to you at this point. This is time to reconstruct and work with your beliefs, your angel guides, whatever you connect with as an Aquarius. Reconnect with your belief, reconnect with your faith, because that is the 9th house, and Jupiter is also in the 12th house, remember, in this stellium here in Capricorn. So it's hidden from you, but it's also, we didn't talk a lot about Jupiter here, you know, but it amplifies this Pluto death and rebirth and re-wielding your power thing, but it also brings fortune and good things in that subconscious exploration, benevolence amidst this more depressive kind of like Saturn, Pluto, you know, it amplifies that. So there's kind of a catch-22 energy with it. But the new beginning is in relationship to your spirituality, your belief systems, your faith systems, your higher education pursuits, your, I think I already said belief systems, but yeah, stuff like that. And you're, you know, what you're occulting, you're divining, even you're divining your higher sources of divine knowledge. That's also under, you know, construction right now. And there's a lot of support. So even if you do get in spats, keep your cool though, because if you don't pick if you pick the battle right now or pick the war and you're not going to win with Mars retrograde, wait a couple more weeks until the end of November, I think is when we're actually in the clear for Mars retrograde. And if you're gonna have to do something like that, don't try to take nobody to court right now, Aquarius. Don't try to do that, because if you do that, you're gonna be the loser. You see what I'm saying? Play it cool, be Aquarius about it right now, and you'll be able to speak your truth in a full-fledged way by the end of November. Mark my words, with a lot more traction, okay, Aquarius, than you would otherwise have. Last thing I'll say, a lot of support from Venus over here in that 8th house. I like that a lot. It means other people are putting their resources, their time, their energy into you. Other people are investing in you at this time, Aquarius. It could be, yeah, some type of like investment that people are putting into you, and you might be rethinking, actually you might be thinking about taking an investment from somebody else, because the 11th house is sending positive energy to the 9th house, or excuse me, to the 8th house. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your, my bad. That's inaccurate. This is your 10th house. The 10th house is sending good energy to your 8th house. So this actually still could be somehow somebody through your career, your legacy, 10th house, Mercury retrograde, could be offering you resources, investments, because 8th house Venus. So 8th house is money, other people's money, and Venus is the planet of money, and she is in your 8th house, and she is sending a sexy little sextile over there to Mercury in your 10th house retrograde. So you could be rethinking, what am I doing with my career? What am I doing with my legacy? What am I actually constructing in terms of that? And how can I leverage investments, Venus in the 8th house, of all forms, investments that you receive from people that you have to pay back, that you don't have to pay back, right? Just people who are ready to invest in you as a generous kind of like part of your relationship ties together. You're thinking about how to use that stuff to craft your career. I think a lot of Aquariuses are getting kind of more in tune with what they need to do in the long scheme of things. I don't see this as being a new beginning in relationship to that happening right away. I think this is more of like a reality check moment for, I think there's a lot of reality check moment energy out there, period, right now, but especially for Aquarius in different ways. I think there's like a reality check kind of moment between other people's beliefs and your beliefs, okay? 3rd and 9th house. A reality check moment even between your home environment and your career, because this epiphany energy of Mercury opposite Uranus is very interesting for all of us, okay? But that's happening in your 4th house of home and where you're from, your roots, your roots, okay? And your career, what you're building out in the world, your legacy. So there's some reality check moments on offer, and you need to grow what you are passionate about, what you believe in, what you believe in. That's the key word, what you believe in, okay? You need to grow your beliefs. That's what you're being asked to do, this new beginning. And don't shy from the subconscious work right now, Aquarius, and don't shy from expressing yourself truly, Mars retrograde in Aries, but make sure you maintain the peacefulness within it, because you could be feeling real tense, especially for the next week or so until this kind of cools down a little bit. Okay. So with that said, Aquarius, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Hit this like button and so, all that jazz down below, so that other people can get information access. And if it brought you any value, that's a good thing to do for just in general. Also, check out the course if you want to learn astrology once and for all and have that skill in your toolkit at all times. And with that said, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.